Building a suitable Navy posture for Indonesia's Navy future fleet as Indonesia government consistently increased law enforcement on maritime and national sovereignty, increasing Jakarta's influence consequently on regional defense and security in Indo-Pacific Hemisphere, which put Indonesia on the spotlight as the alternative choices for countries who don't seek to take sides as global maritime influence race deepens between US and China. Indonesia's growing but silent influence in the region indirectly strengthened the urgency of Indonesian Navy as armed branch of Republic of Indonesia to act more in revitalizing the already aging fleet by replacing them and increasing the number of fleet of primary combat and supporting vessel in order to maintain the defense and combat capability. Specifically, to build a future posture of Indonesian Navy fleet that suits with Indonesia's archipelagic condition. There has to be a formula to measure a suitable number of fleet that Indonesian Navy needs to achieve in the future with reasonable time. Variables such as type, classes of warship, role of the ship in the fleet, weaponry that equipped on board and ship range, coverage area and annual ship production output become fundamental formula to ease work of government in the future to projecting the number of fleets that needed for Indonesian Navy, even projecting potential location of new naval base. This initiative not only evolving Indonesian Navy combat capability but also fulfill the ideal posture of advanced, capable and sufficiently armed fleet to enforcing and asserts national interest domestically and abroad toward a globally outward-looking blue Navy. What are obstacles ahead? How we able overcome it? The Indonesian Navy requires a significant increase with high-technology fleet to reduce the burden of ship-to-area coverage ratio in territorial patrol, given the vast territory of Indonesia. Indonesian naval warships are required to be able to conduct early detection of threats with a distance as far as possible with deadly combat capability. With primary combat and supporting fleet which consisting of 81 ships from various classes such as 10,514 Pakistani rupees Martudin Atta class multipurpose frigate, Bung Tomo class and Admiral class NASW corvette OPV, KCR 50-60th fast craft missile, Chakra class, Nagapasa class conventional diesel submarine, Makassar class LPD, Helik Bintuni class LST, Balikpapan class AORS, of which 3/4 are from second use of NATO member countries such as UK, Netherlands, Germany, who are more than 30 years old or feared to have lower combat capability compared to similar sized and type of warship. Although the regeneration process of Indonesian Navy primary combat and support fleet has been carried out by state-owned enterprise of shipbuilding industries, PAL Indonesia in cooperation with Netherlands origin DS&S, Daman Shelled Naval and Shipbuilding, to build Project 10,514 Pakistani rupees Sigma frigate in South Korean origin DSME, Daewoo Shipbuilding and Marine Engineering, to build Project Shangbogo class conventional diesel-electric submarine which conducted under TOT transfer of technology and TOT transfer of education scheme. It seems that the pace of production still unable to chase the aging fleet, which proof that there are several gaps that still require more effort to speed up production rate, especially in regulation-related matters in order to achieve medium essential forces target. Source: Jakarta Greater. If it's not done, the worst scenario will put Indonesian Navy in disarray, as the aging fleet gradually decommissioned, which resulted in decline of combat capability. Will be necessary to take substantial and concrete actions such as government introducing illegal scheme that oblige for all equipment which possible to be produced in Indonesia must be produced under executive order of reverse engineering policy which overseen by Industrial Minister which followed by Ministry of Defense, Finance, Trade, Marine Fisheries and National Planning and Development Agency with state-owned enterprises to discuss and assess the potential list of component which proposed by Indonesian Navy on the behalf of Ministry of Defense which have potential to increase combat capability enabled to produce by state-owned enterprises which conducted in comprehensive manner. The finished comprehensive report on engineeringly reversible potential component along with SWOT analysis in the process and officially handed over to Ministry of Finance as a basis for setting special import or related duty scheme for material directly related to the report. Ministry of State-Owned Enterprise on the behalf of Government of Indonesia. Introducing legal scheme that's supporting the SOE to diversify their line business and production in order to support the previous policy as a strategy to funding the engineeringly reversible component production. Ministry of Defense with Ministry of Industry. State-owned enterprise discuss and assess the possibility of integrated defense industrial complex in order to increase the annual warship production rate with achievable target. Ministry of Defense with Higher Education and Research Technology Minister and state-owned enterprises enhance the role of defense research and development engineering by forming design innovation and weaponry enhancement. Current status of Indonesian Navy and its comparison with Navy in the region. For this measurement, we take the current primary combat and support vessel fleet with detail as below. Primary and secondary combat fleet multi-purpose frigate 7 in operation, 5 Ahmad Yani class, second use from Koninkrijk in 1986, DCOM Star 2019, 2 Martadinata class DSNS taught with PAL in 2013. 4 more in construction, ASW Corvette, offshore patrol vessel 24 in operation, 3 Bung Tomo class ordered by Pentara Laut Diraja Brunei in 2000, built by Bay System Naval Service UK, cancelled in 2006. Bought in 2013 from TLDB, 4 Diponegoro class ordered in 2006, built by DSNSNL, Comstart 2008, 3 Fatehillah class, ordered in 1978, built by Wilton Fay Energy Dam, NL, Comstart 1980. Comstart 2019 14 Patamora class, ordered in 1987 as Volksmarine Fleet, built by Penawert Wolgast, GDR, Com in 1990, bought a second use after German reunification in 1995 from Bundesmarine. Comstart 2020 plus fast craft missile 15 in operation, 8 Claret class, 3 Mandau class, 4 Sampari class conventional diesel-electric submarine 5 in operation, 2 Chakra class, ordered in 1980 from Howaldsworks Workda. Com 1982, Comstart 2020 plus 3 Nagapasa class DSME taught with PAL in 2014, 5 in construction and 4 in option, auxiliary and support fleet 5 Makassar class LPD 20 LST, 7 Teluk Bintuni class, 13 Frosch class, 5 Balikpapan class AORS total fleet 51, combat plus 30, support equals 81 unit. According to the latest data, Indonesian Navy will be decommissioning 24 warships start from 2019 and beyond. This gradually reduction needs to be taken carefully and wisely. In the other side, the Navy needs to maintaining primary combat and supporting fleet readiness and keeping combat capability progressing by acquiring new warship. In line with the gradual reduction, the formula to calculate the future posture of archipelagic suitable Indonesia Navy require variables such as technical specification of warship type, naval base location, NM2 coverage to ship ratio, class to class ratio, annual warship production output. These 5 indicators will be projecting the archipelagic suitable fleet of Indonesian Navy. Calculation on archipelagic suitable Navy future fleet projection. In this future fleet projection, Indonesian Navy will have warship with type as below: heavy stealth multi-purpose destroyer, stealth multi-purpose frigate, anti-submarine warfare capable corvette, offshore patrol vessel, anti-air warfare capable fast craft, conventional diesel electric submarine landing platform, dock landing helicopter, dock landing ship, tank auxiliary, oil replenishment and supply ship. For naval base location, Indonesian Navy have 14 primary bases around the archipelago, such as Belawan, North Sumatra Padang, West Sumatra Tanjung Pinang, Isles of Riau, Jakarta Special Capital Region of Jakarta * Surabaya, East Java * Makassar, South Sulawesi Kupang, East Nusa Tenggara Manado, North Sulawesi Ambon, South Maluku Jayapura, Papua Merauke, Papua Pontianak, West Kalimantan Tarakan, North Kalimantan Serang, West Papua *. The * means Fleet Command Base. In order to drafting the gross number of fleets, we will compile the range of every warship type, as below: destroyer, 9.300 Nm, frigate, 8.000 Nm, corvette, OPV, 5.000 Nm, fast craft, 1.000 Nm, submarine, 6.500 Nm, LPD, LHDAORS, 10.000 Nm, LST, 3.500 Nm. Now, we need a ratio for each warship type in classes. Destroyer are become leader in task fleet and overseas patrolling vessel, which need to be comprised directly with the number of primary bases with value of 1 to 2, which will total up to 28 destroyer. Frigate is secondary leader in regional patrolling vessel and task fleet, comprised with the number of the destroyer in primary bases with value of 1 to 2, which will total up to 56 frigate. Corvette, OPV is tertiary strength, which securing littoral coast in task fleet, comprised with the number of the frigate in primary bases with value of 1 to 2, which will total up to 112 Corvette, OPV. Fast craft missile has tertiary strength, which act as sky shield in the task fleet, comprised with the number of the Corvette, OPV in primary bases with value of 1 to 1, which will total up to 112 FCM. LPD LHDAORS is supporting vessel in task fleet, comprised with the number of primary bases with value of 1 to 0.5, 1 to 0.2, 1 to 1, which will total up to LPD 7 fleet, LHD 3 to 4 fleet, and AORS 14 fleet. LST has supporting vessel in supporting fleet, comprised with the number of AORS with value of 1 to 4, which will total up to 56 LST. Total amount of archipelagic suitable future posture of Indonesian Navy is 388 ship from 9 classes. After calculating total amount of future posture, now we calculate the NM2 to ship ratio. Indonesia has sea territory of 5.8 million square km, which equivalent to 1.682 million square nautical miles, with future projection of 388 vessels. Every ship will oversee 4.336 Nm, 2 of sea territorial. Source: Jakarta Greater.